Imagine, if you will, a world in which the Pope is chosen not by a vote of old people, but simply by being the most powerful wizard on the planet. Dare we visit a world of such concentrated awesome? I say yes. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Book Cafe, where we talk fantasy, review fiction, and interview authors and editors. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and if you're a veteran, welcome back. Today, at the recommendation of an old friend, I'm going to be reviewing Brent Weeks' The Black Prism. The Black Prism is set in a world where certain people are capable of solidifying light into objects of various colors. Each color has different properties, and each person can only do a certain number of colors, except for the Prism, who is the religious leader and nominal emperor of the Seven Kingdoms, and is capable of using all 7 colors without running the risk of insanity that all other magic wielders run. For the last 15 years, the Prism has been a man named Gavin Guile, after he won a war against his brother Dazin. Gavin then finds out that he fathered a bastard son during the war, and not only is the province where that son lives currently in open revolt, so when Gavin rushes off to rescue him, he accidentally declares open war on one of his own provinces. One of the fascinating things about this novel is how the author is able to portray these characters as stunningly powerful and also weak at the same time. Gavin may be technically the emperor and the most personally powerful man in the known world, yet there are obstacles that even he can't surmount. Politics being one of them. His son Kip has absolutely no self-confidence and no belief in his own abilities, not just as a wizard, but as a person. And yet by the end of the book, he ends up so skilled that he racks up the single highest body count of anyone. There's a moment where Gavin completes an impossible task in 5 days, yet ends up an hour short of being able to actually use it for anything, and as a result, hundreds of people die. And yet at the same time, this book is not grimdark. It's more noble dark. The world is a crappy place, but it is possible for people to make a difference. And you really feel that, especially towards the end. And you get the impression that this is a world with good people in it. And some of the most powerful people in this world are good people. It's just that the world itself has so much force that it's hard to change. One of the big gripes I had about this book is that the magic is never really explained properly. You get the beginnings of a lot of explanations, but not enough to actually know what's going on until you reach the appendix. There's certain things that get done with the magic that are treated as commonplace, yet as the system is explained shouldn't be possible, and that really bugged me. And I know it's technically supposed to make sense, but I feel like the author kind of forgot to make it do that. On the other hand, it's an extremely well-rounded and unusual magic system, and I did like it. The plot takes a long time to get going, but it's really well written, so I didn't actually mind. I loved the characters. I loved how they'd end up in situations where the best options would still have bad consequences, and they knew it, and they took those options anyway. It really gave a chance for the reader to see their courage. Overall, I would put this book somewhere between buy it used and buy it new. It's definitely good. It's a solid book, well worth a read. I really want to read the second book. I've got a feeling the second book is definitely going to be buy it new. But as it stands, I have a few too many niggling problems with it to put it at fully buy it new. Either way, definitely check this book out. The Amazon link is below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to show it by clicking the like button, or click here to subscribe to my channel. You can see more videos like this here. Now on Saturday, I'm going to be reviewing my advanced reader copy of Mike Cole's Queen of Crows. So I will see everyone then, and until then, read good fantasy.